This is the morning edition of the Weather Xtreme video for Monday, the 23rd of July. I'm James Spann, getting set for a little bump in the heat levels around here this week. Let's get in there and take a look. We'll start with some of the Skycam shots around the network at the somewhat insane hour of 5 o'clock. Let's look at downtown Tuscaloosa. It's seen from the top of the Tuscaloosa County Courthouse. Here's a look at downtown Clanton, down to the south where the sky is clear, and we'll head way down south and check the Alabama Gulf Coast. That is the view from the Phoenix All Suites, looking west on a calm Monday morning after a big weekend. It's always a big weekend every summer down there in the summer. We'll check the water vapor, the water vapor satellite view around the nation. And you can see that the upper high is expanding a little bit, and as that thing expands east, that will mean rising heat levels for Alabama. No, we don't expect any runaway heat like we had about a month ago, but temperatures should reach the mid-90s, and we might hear of some upper 90s in spots. You can see the core of the heat is still well to the west. These are highs yesterday. Triple digits, North Texas up into the Central Plains, and also way out west. Parts of Idaho had triple-digit heat yesterday, but if you like the cool weather, how about Seattle? Looks like they didn't get out of the 50s there yesterday. Under the heat, we've got excessive heat warnings, heat advisories for the nation's heartland, down into places like Paducah, Kentucky, and Kansas City, Omaha, Nebraska, Des Moines, Iowa. And you can pretty much pick out the heat by looking at the convective outlook. And you see the center there where there's no rain around the heat. And most of the severe weather, at least the organized severe weather, should be on the northern part of the heat bubble. Severe weather risks today, well to the north of here. Same thing tomorrow. And pretty much the same thing on Wednesday. A slight risk of severe weather for cities like Chicago, Milwaukee, Minneapolis, St. Paul, and Grand Rapids. This is the rain for the next 5 days, valid through Friday evening at 7 o'clock. And this is suggesting average amounts about 1/2 to 3/4 of an inch here. And we do expect a little bump in the number of showers and storms later this week on Thursday and Friday, as you'll see, with a weak surface front coming in from the north. But it's all hit and miss. We all know that. And at least for the first half of this week, showers and storms should be pretty widely spaced. Tropics. Had a little flare of convection over the Florida Peninsula yesterday. It looked pretty impressive on the satellite imagery, but really at the surface, the pressures are very high. And the guys at NHC had that as a 0% chance of developing over the next 48 hours. So obviously nothing to worry about. Notice the rest of the Atlantic Basin just very, very quiet. It's that dry Sahara dust out there, keeping things quiet. And also the water is cool in the eastern Atlantic, cooler than it should be for this time of the year. We do have a lot of convection this morning off the South Florida coast, just east of Miami, Fort Lauderdale, West Palm Beach. With that tropical-type disturbance. But again, it's just the pressures are very high and tropical storm formation is not expected. We'll check the GFS. This is the OZ run, valid at 1 o'clock this afternoon. And yeah, that old 594 ring is expanded and sitting right on top of us, and that means it's going to be pretty hot today. The GFS is showing 94. The NAM is at 95. And yes, there could be a storm out there, but they'll be pretty widely spaced. Same thing tomorrow. We're looking at mid-90s, and Wednesday, just no real change. 94 to 97, partly sunny and storms very widely scattered. Now, Thursday, notice the surface low near Buffalo with the front up there. That'll be slowly easing down this way, and that could mean an increase in the number of storms. We'll check Friday, and you can see how the heights are coming down, and there's a trough kind of carving out over the east. And that should open the door for a better chance of showers and storms on Friday. And it seems like at this point, that would be the day with the best coverage of showers over the next 7 days. Highs may be dropping in the low 90s. But on Saturday, the pattern looks drier again as the ridge begins to rebuild. And Sunday looks pretty dry with mid-90s for the weekend. So at this point, planning something outdoors Saturday and Sunday looks very typical for late July in Alabama. And by the way, that is the hottest time of the year based on climatology, the end of July, first week or two of August. And that looks like mid-90s. And Monday of next week, got a trough over the northeast, light northwest flow aloft that can sometimes open the door for these disturbances to come down from the northwest, but trying to pick that out a week in advance, you just won't be able to do that. We'll check the end of the forecast. This is August 7th. Pretty much the pattern we've seen this month. The core of the heat is to the west, but still the heights are up there. And it looks very typical for August. Partly sunny, hot, humid. Few spots getting a storm. You know that story. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video today. We'll have notes on the blog. Next video here by 3:30 or so today. And don't forget to watch ABC 3340 News if you can on the live stream or the television side at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and God bless.